Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of Business Notions 101. I'm Patrick Houston, and this is a show where I talk about all the little nuggets and things that I learned in the business world. And hopefully you can take something from me, or if I can take something from you, leave it down in the comments below. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so today I wanted to tell you just a quick day in the life story of what happened to me today. So I had one client to do an outlet with. I put a camera in for her. I used to sing on the choir with her. Shout out to you, Terry. What's going on? Shouldn't be saying people's names on the line, but I put a camera in for her. I plugged the camera into an outlet. The outlet that she had was a little janky. It needed to be replaced. So I replaced the outlet. And the way I do it is, I'm not an electrician, but I know electrical work. And so what I did, I just simply Googled what it costs to have an outlet replaced. Google says it's $100, which is crazy because when I went to Walmart, I found out that the outlet that I was replacing, which was tamper-proof by the way, was $5. I was like, how do you get $5 from a $100 outlet? Electrician's fees. Electrician makes about $70 an hour, but then there's still some money on top of that. That money goes to your fuel. Typical electrician's van is making about 10 miles to the gallon, we'll just say 20 for round numbers. So this person's house is roughly 40 miles from my house. And I can see that if you consider gas being $5, 40 miles there and back, that's, $20 in gas. So now you're at $90. Tack on $100 for your, getting stuff. I mean, tack on another $10 and getting stuff. So I get where you get the $100 price from. But what bothers me is I don't want to gouge people for them to pay $100 for a $5 outlet. Like my family and friends, they work for their money. Like I'm not trying to take money from people. I want to be in a business for money. I want to be in a business for reciprocity. So the way I work it is I've found it to be easier. You can climb Mount Everest and do it the hard way. Or you can just rent a helicopter and fly yourself to the top. And that's basically what I did. One costs more money on the front end, but the result is still the same. And I'll tell you what I did. First of all, I got rid of my work van. I got the electric cars, as you know. I run in another company called Zenith Transport, where I transport people and parcels with electric cars, because I think the overhead on gas is something that I can make a business off of. I can make a profit off of enough to run a business. So I did that. What I do is I have this car. This is a 2022 Kia Niro EV. I have my tools and a small step ladder in the back, and I Ubered it from my house to her house, which is 40 miles. In that time, be friendly to people and things like that. I make about $70 in the fares and tips, and I make about $60 or $70 going back. And from that, add on the extra, I only charged her about $35 to put in the outlet, $30 to put in the outlet, and $5 for the actual outlet. So she wins because she gets a brand new outlet, and she tells her friends about me, she wins because she gets a brand new outlet, and I win because I get customers, and she tells her friends about me. And that's how, and she's going to be a returning customer. I have to do a couple more things for her. And that's how I make my money. I make my money on the reciprocity. I make my money on the returning customer, the returning happy customer that I get to build a relationship with. I think that's key. It's not about money. You work your butt off out here, and you work your butt off for those relationships. That's what I'm looking for. Eventually I want to have it so that not that I'm so beholden to customers that I have to, my phone's ringing off the hook at all times. I want to be to a point where I pick and choose the customers that I want, and the people that I have to say no to, because you will have to say no to some people. They will understand because it just doesn't jive with my plan for that day. And that's the way it should be. Your career is a means to an end. Once things are controlling you, that's when things get bad and you begin to hate what you do, and that's how businesses fail. That and money. So that's what I do. I work for Reciprocity. I she's a very happy customer. She's a very happy person. And I'm going to be doing some more work with her, and and it's going to be great, because I get to go see her house. She's been doing some improvements to her house, and it's going to be awesome. This is why I'm in this career. So that's all I have for you today. Work for reciprocity and not money. It is a lot easier to move the mountain than it is to climb it. Thanks for listening to me again. I've been Patrick Houston of Houston's Hustle Hobbies. And as always, live high, live mighty, live righteously. Take it easy.